Hello, first grade friends. Welcome to Monday, May 18th, application problem. We're on Unit 7, Day 2. So this should be in your packet that says the week of May 18th on it. So here we go. We're going to write today's date. Monday, Unit 7, Day 2. The date is 5/18/20. 5/18/20. Okay, friends, let's get ready to read. Get your pencil or finger ready to point. Here we go. Shannon has 12 baseball cards. Julia has 9 more cards than Shannon. How many baseball cards, should be a D there, DS, baseball cards does Julia have? All right, friends, so we're going to be doing some comparing today. So down here we have 2 tape diagram bars. They aren't drawn exactly the way we would want them to be for this problem. So Mrs. Bowen is going to help you do some new drawing when we get down there. So first let's read the problem and find out our important information. Here we go. Shannon has 12 baseball cards. So we have Shannon. And what does Shannon have? 12 cards. Okay? And then we have another girl named Julia. And Julia has 9 more. 9 more than Shannon. And our question is, how many cards does Julia have? All right. So we're going to go down here. We have 2 bars. We're going to have one for each of the girls. So what's the first girl's name? Good, Shannon. So let's write Shannon's name right here. It's a long name, so you're going to have to write small. Put a capital S, H-A-N-N-O-N, Shannon. And what's the second girl's name, everyone? That's right, Julia. So capital J-U-L-I-A. Okay, go ahead and finish writing those names. I'll wait a second. All right, so here we go. We know Shannon has 12 cards and Julia has 9 more. So which girl's going to have more cards? The 12 or the 12 and 9 more? The 12 and 9 more, right? So Julia's is going to be bigger. So even though they drew this bar in here, we're going to draw our own bars today inside of those. So let's draw Shannon's bar first. Let's go about this long. Okay, there's Shannon's bar. And how many cards does Shannon have? 12. So let's write a 12 right here. So that's Shannon's bar. Now down here for Julia, we know Julia has 9 more than Shannon. So Julia has this 12. So let's draw down in Julia's box the same length to make 12 here. All right, that's the first part of her bar is the 12, the same as this one. They match up, but then we need to draw it longer. And how many go in that second part of Julia's? 9. Very good. So here we have Shannon. She has 12, and Julia has 12 plus 9 more. And the question is, how many baseball cards does Julia have? So what is this whole? We know Shannon's whole is 12, but we need to find out what this whole is. We have the 2 parts, we need the whole. The question goes right there. So what would our number sentence look like? Let's go down here to the bottom. We always start with our number bond, so let's do that first. Whole, part. Do we know our whole yet? No. Do we know any parts? Yes, we know our first part is 12, and our second part is 9. Very good. So let's write our addition sentence. What is it going to say? You guys are such smart first graders. 12 plus 9 equals question mark, right? All right. So you could draw a picture if you wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and let's count them all. Well, I already know this is 12, so I'm going to start with 12. You can put 12 on your head, 9 on your fingers, or if we start with 12, and then let's count up from there. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it equals 21 cards. 21 cards. All right, so Julia has how many? 21. And it says Julia has 21 blank baseball cards than Shannon. More or less? Oh. Okay. Mrs. Bowen's just reading this. It says, how many baseball cards does Julia have? And then this says Julia has blank baseball cards. So we don't need, let's just cross that line out right there because that doesn't make sense. So Julia has 21 baseball cards. And then let's cross out than Shannon on our line too, because that's not the question they asked. They didn't ask how many more she had or less. They just said how many does she have. So Mrs. Bowen's crossing out some of these extra parts we don't need for our story problem. So Julia has 21 baseball cards, and then you can put a period right there. All right, now our problem makes sense. Okay, boys and girls, great job. Sorry about that being a little confusing, but that's okay. We can be flexible. All right, have a good day. We'll see you on Tuesday.